Yesterday I'd said I'm going to go live and do some Halloween set. I've been having issues with power. I was supposed to go at 11. I couldn't go because we didn't have electricity. So it has just come some few minutes back, and I've started with doing the base coat. For the base coat and the primer, I already applied it. So this is what we're going to do. I'm not going to do the whole set. I'm going to do 5 pieces out of the 10 sets because I know my girl's measurements so well, and she usually goes with the 6, 4, 2, 3, 1. This is from the small finger, this finger to the large one. So the 6 represents the smallest, and the 1 goes for the biggest. Well, of course, there's going to be a lot of noise. It's about to rain on my side here, so don't expect the sound to be the best. And the whole lighting is not going to be the best because it's a bit raining and it's cloudy, very dark outside. So we're not going to have good natural light. But we're going to do the 5 pieces of the 10 sets, whereby those other 5 that I'm not doing on live are going to be a replica of these other 5. They're going to be exact. So the colors that we're using this is the brown we're using. We're going to use this brown nude, and this is the red we're going with. It's a new brand that I've gotten. Then there is the orange Roniki steel, and we're going to use this black to make the stitch designs, and it's from the CX Beauty. Then there's also Roniki, the matte top coat. We're going to use that. So let's get to the design. And I usually sketch all my designs first before I start them. As you can see, the sketches are all here. We're going to start. It's going to take some time, honestly. And my only prayer is we don't have issues with power, because I really want to finish this whole design out without having to struggle with electricity, which is kind of inevitable on my side, but it's a hard prayer right now. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome. These are the tips that I'm using. Let me first get the whole package to show for you the brand that I'm using. This is the brand, but in size 6. It's a Chinese brand, so I definitely don't know how to pronounce that. But this is size 6, and this is the brand that I'm using. I think you can find it in your local store. You can find it, honestly. So if you're to see on our outlook here, the the first design, we have all the 3 colors. Number 6, it has a lot of art, so that we're going to do it as the last. And for number 4, there are 3 colors. Mainly it's a simple thing. Number 2 is an art. It's going to be the second last. So we're going to first work with number 4, 3, and 1, because they're kind of easier, and they just have the same color themes. The only thing you need to do is a difference on how you're going to draw an angle for all of them. Please pardon me, I always draw my designs first. I sketch them first before I start doing anything. Welcome to the live. Hello. These are the small brushes that I use. I hope you can see. Yeah, these are the brushes that I use. This is a smaller size and this is a longer size. I don't know the measurements so well. So we're going to start by first sketching out the nude for all the 3. We're going to do the nude for all the 3 first, then we'll come for those others later. If you're to see according to my design, for this is size 1. Size 1, the nude is kind of up. So we're going to first draw that outline and we paint it, we put under lamp, then we work for those other 2 the same way. As I said yesterday, lines are your first things to learn. So we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. As that works, also number 4 and 3, it also has the same technique. The only difference is we have them at different outlines. You've seen the difference for number 3 and number 1. They're not literally the same designs. So we're going to work on that. Then we proceed. Hello, Kimchi. And this is going to be our last number 4, which is just more of an outline. So we're going to do it more of like as a triangle. It doesn't have to be a very perfect triangle, you know that, right? These lines for the base, they don't have to be very perfect, but when you're going to do the outline using black for the stitches, make sure they are so well done. Oh god, the lighting now, you're unable to see that. Hey Coco. I really wish I had a good tripod. I've come to town. We just have the same brand of tripods here. There's literally nothing much with it. I've tried shipping, and each time I go on Amazon, they tell me they can't ship to my location. So it's a big disadvantage to me. But basically, this is more of like a twisted triangle like thing. Of course, it's not made like a triangle, but that's what I wanted. Well, so Coco, my tip for you here is this. It depends on if you are applying it on someone or you're doing it on your own self. Before we proceed, number two, we're going to do the base of nude first before we draw the designs, which is this. So the thing is this, for me, when I'm doing it on myself, I even on a customer, I usually use the same technique. I make sure I first buff the nails very well. After buffing it, I I usually apply a dehydrator. Though some people feel they don't need to apply the dehydrator, they do it more on acrylic, but I usually do that first, then the primer. After that, the glue that I use. Let me first do this, and then I show for you the glue that I use. Hello, Kumari. Hi, how are you? I'll show for you the brand of glue that I use. After that, when I'm applying the glue, so you're going to cure this for some minutes. Actually, I think it will be best 2 minutes. Let me first get the glue and I show for you the brands that I use. These are the brands that I use. And you see, for me, where I'm located, you cannot get those other glue brands. You can't ship them in easily. These are the ones we have in the market here. The fact that my country is more located in a landlocked country, so you can't find the glue. But aside from that, for my glue to last, I start with a dehydrator. I buff very well, put the dehydrator, then I do some primer. After the primer, when I'm applying the glue, I make sure I put some of it. Of course, I usually sell my press-on nails when they're already buffed inside, where it's going to tap onto the natural nail. So if you get a brand that is not already filed inside, it will be best to do some good filing there. You apply some glue and also some little nails. Don't over apply the products, and make sure you tap on it at a degree of 7 or 45. So when you do it at a degree of 45, I could have done, but I really can't do it right now because I'm also rushing with time. But I'm going to record a video and I will send it. I'll post it on my page. But when you're doing that, make sure you have it at an angle of 45. So when you do an angle of 45, chances are if you put less product, it's going to last. But if you put a lot of product, it's going to spill onto your nail, and some of it is going to go onto your natural, your skin, actually on your skin. And when it goes on your skin, that's where the problem starts, because more water, more laundry you do. That's if you do laundry using your hands, because I use my hands. There's nude here we're going to also do. If you're to see on the outlook, there's a nude here, so we're going to do that little triangle on the last nail. So when you put that, when you have applied it and some of the product spills onto your natural skin, the problem is going to come that when you're trying to do things like laundry, all of that, it lifts. So the more it lifts, it's going to come out. So I would advise you to always ensure that you put this product so that it does not spill to your skin. And when you're applying, apply it at an angle 45. And also, I would really advise, if you're in a country where you're able to access good quality products, please buy them. Because that's not that I cannot relate to good products. We don't get here good brands, don't send for us good things to our product, to our market. It's more of like a dump thing here, where you can't get the good products that you really want. So you have to work with the available that you have in the market. which is something I don't really expect someone who is maybe in a country like the UK to experience. Generally, they have most of the products are catering to their market, right? So basically, they have everything. So we're going to cure this with those others the same way. Then we go to the next color palette. So you can see here. So you don't expect the same situation to be with someone who is living in such a country, but I would really advise you to make sure that you use good product. Hello, Duolingo. Make sure that you use good product. Bonjour. I think that's French. Don't know how to reply that. But how are you? I'm fine. So Coco, I hope you have got the little tips that I've shared with you. Ensure to use product the right way. That is something that's going to take you kind of very far if you do that. Ensure to always use less product. Gerard. Is it pronounced in French Gerard or Gerard? Gerald. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, this is the brown we're going to use. You can see it well with the light, yeah. But it's kind of very dark. So we're going to use that to start the alignment. As the other products, as the other nails cure, we're going to go for the brown. We're starting with shade number, the design for number 1, which is this nail. So which countries are you all from? Can I get some few people to share with me how their countries' nail businesses are running? Are there challenges that you're facing? Because for me here, my main challenge is getting a market, a large market. Most people here don't do nails. It's not something they would want to. The reason why I'm not outlining this perfectly is we're going to do a stitch design on it using black. So the black is going to cover up most of that. There's really no need for us to do that. Here, you can see that with the light. Here you can see it. We've put the brown that we wanted. So we're going to go for the next designs as that keywords. I'm off the camera. And also the skill that I've used when I'm doing the press-on nails, literally to apply them using glue and all of that, it's literally the same thing. Then for the sticky tabs, I've never used them. Like personally, we don't have them here in the market, but I've seen videos, especially on Instagram, where people have used that product. I've never used them, so I really cannot talk for you about them. Oh, my nail has got so disrupted here. For this, we're going to do some pumpkin design, so it will be the last. So let's do the brown also for this last one here. So we're going to start working with the red for all of the nails. This is the red that I'm using. You can line this if you want to, but also if you choose to not line and I just apply the red direct, you can do that. Hello, late like the timing. Wow. Well, sorry that I worked like 2 hours late to the time that I had already promised yesterday. Something came up. Tired from what? Can you elaborate with that tired statement? I'm not understanding that so well. Tired in terms of what exactly? Skylar? So it's more of like a neon orange. I'm going to use this to elaborate more on the second nail. I wanted to use red, but I've changed my mind. I'm not going to use red for this second one because I want it more of like to pop. Azra, how are you? How are you doing? And thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So, which country are you from? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Azra. Ezra, thank you, Azra, thank you. You're from Turkey. I'm from Uganda. How is Turkey? Oh, it's not the best in terms of what? Well, thank you. I appreciate. So we've done all of that. The next thing we're going to start doing is the pumpkin design, and I'm trying to decide, should we start with the pumpkin design or we do the stitch first? At least the black outline for the stitches. Then we proceed. I think that would be a better thing. Hello, test. Welcome to the live. So this is the brand of the brand of black I'm going to use, CX Beauty, and shade is 241. So this is basically our last lining. Then after that, we start doing another design instead. Hello, Kelmendi. Kelmendi. Is that the right pronunciation? How are you? Welcome to the live. Hello, Martina. Thank you so much. You're welcome to the live. How are you? How are you doing? And how is your Sunday going? I don't know. I think based on the time zone for us here, we have Sunday. So we're going to start with the pumpkin. And if you're to check on our design here, the pumpkins, we're having two pumpkins here, according based on the design that we have drawn, the one we have come out with. It's going to be on number 6 and number 2. Number 2 has 2. I'm going to do 2 pumpkins. And number 6, we're going to do 1, but a very tiny one. So that's where a lot of time is going to be consumed. And I hope it's not going to take us a lot. Everything is fine. That's so beautiful. Also, my side things are fine. It's just that it's a bit rainy and we are not having stable power this side. Like it's not that stable. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there's a name here. I don't know how to read it, but she has said beautiful. Oh, that's a beautiful compliment. I appreciate it. So for the pumpkin, we're going to do using the orange. We're going to go with the orange and draw its side. Is it called the sides? You know that those lines you draw on a pumpkin? How are they called? Yeah, we're going to do that using the red or the brown. But I think the red would look much better. But we'll try for now. Let's first try doing with something else. Kelmendi, how are you? I'm a fan of side pumpkins. Oh, thank you. You would wear them, right? Yeah. I also would wear them too. The color palette looks so nice and they look really pretty in general. So there are two ways I would advise someone who's starting to do pumpkins. There's also an easier way of doing them. Do I prefer to use my brushes to do? You can do also pumpkins by just tapping on the brushes. That depends on how your polish brushes are shaped. Like you see here, these ones are more oval. You can easily use them to shape them out. Now, like you see, just here, you tap and it's giving you the curve that you want. Have you seen this? And remember, I'd said I'm going to do the side ones, but then we can also do a large one here, which we're going to do using where should it face? I feel like it will be best this way. So after doing this, you make sure you shape it out using the brush. Though it will take you time to shape it to the form that you want it, but be steady. So Martina, are you a fan of spiders or the Halloween skeleton? Are you a fan of that? Do you love pumpkins? Because I personally love pumpkins. So after you've come out with an outlook that you love, I would advise you make sure you fill in it well. So we're going to cure that for a minute. Then we're going to continue drawing another pumpkin design here. Though this one is more compared to the space that you can see, it's going to be a smaller version. So we have to be very careful when we're carving it out. Otherwise, there will be mistakes made and the whole thing won't look nice. So pro tip that I can give you when you're doing a pumpkin that is quite very small, as you can see, it's literally very invisible. I would advise that you work with circles, like two large circles, and make sure you form the shape out of those two. So you can see we already have the pumpkin, but make sure that the brush is having product, not very much, but something that you can work with so well. So we're going to continue with the art for this other pumpkin. I've decided I want to use the red to draw the lines to give it form. But I think it's also not like a must you have to use red. You can decide to use maroon, brown. I've seen people who use glitter colors like gold. Yeah, they have used that and they have beautiful pumpkin outlooks. It's just that I don't have that, so I'll use something very quite solid. So basically, you're going to trace out the outline of this entire pumpkin. And also another thing is this, it's not like a must when you're drawing out the outline. It has to be exactly where the pumpkin starts. No, it's not necessarily that. You can just draw it outside or where the pumpkin exactly starts. So this is our first. Hope you can see it. We're going to cure this. Then we will come and work on the other side also. So this is the very small one, and you have to be quite careful when working with it. First way, this brush is so big, we can't use it. Let me get another brush, a smaller one. This, I'm going to use this brush. Oh, you can see it well. Yeah, I'm going to use it. It's kind of shorter and easier to work with. So you can see this, right? We're going to cure it again and work on the outline for the other. Hello, Chloe. Thanks for subscribing. How are you? And welcome to the live. We're going to clean that out. Don't worry, guys. Now, I said I'm going to clean this part here out. There's a part that moved out, kinda. I'm going to clean it out. That's why I said I'm going to clean it out, guys. Oh, do not pronounce your name, but I'm going to subscribe to you. Thank you so much. I would appreciate that so much. And welcome to the live. So, guys, this is how the pumpkin has come out. Your opinions are really welcomed, okay? If there's something you would wish I incorporate into the design, please, it's welcomed. So here's the design. We're going to draw the, what do I call it? You know that part of the pumpkin that connects the stem? We're going to draw it, but we're going to use a different color. We're not going to use the same color. I was thinking the brown would look good for that part. So let's try it out. If it doesn't come out, we are going to clean it out. Of course, that's just it. There's little space here. I don't think we're going to draw the stem the way I wanted. For this one, we're just going to do something very little like this. So I want you to see this design. I think it would work. Can you make a pumpkin if a face maybe? Oh, unfortunately, I'm not understanding what you're saying so well. Are you meaning like, can I make a face on the pumpkin instead of the shred things? Is that what you are trying to say? Is that what you are trying to say? Please, can you elaborate for me? But up to you, but I think a face would be cute. Wait, are you trying to mean where you draw the pumpkin, then you draw some face-like structure on it? If is that a design you're saying? Oh, now I understand. Would it look nice with the shreds already in? Can you give me an opinion on that? Because I feel like the pumpkin designs we have made, they're kind of overly filled out. And those other parts have browns a lot. Unless we're going to use kind of lighter color to it. Is that, could that work? Okay, let me try to see. How about we go tomorrow live and we incorporate your design fully instead? Because I feel like adjusting this design now, right now, especially this, unless we're going to draw new pumpkins on some other nail and we do that, but doing that already on this, the way these ones already separated, would it look nice? So we do tomorrow. Are you tomorrow? Let me see my timetable because I have lectures from 7:30 up to 4. At 5 I'm going to go live tomorrow. I don't know what that time will be in your country time because 5 p.m. would be a good time. So I'm going to write that down and I'm going to come out with some outlook for it. The pumpkin with the faces. I think that would be good. I really love the idea, okay? So we're going to try that tomorrow and see how it works. Because right now, this set I'm doing was for someone and we can't start putting the face on it just direct. Actually, your idea really is so nice. So, oh, thank you for subscribing. But tomorrow we're going to do that and we see how it goes. Do you prefer it in the same color themes or you want to use another different color? Should we go through the same colors or we use a different palette instead? Hi, Soph. Are there color suggestions you have that we try it tomorrow with? And while us those cure, we're going to do the stitch designs. You have said you don't know, but I think let's use the same color palettes tomorrow and we see how it goes. Oh, actually, I'm off the screen. So this is the first stitch design we've done. Oh, it's fine. I will post it. Don't worry. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. And thanks for the suggestion, by the way. It's really a beautiful one. So I'll post it as a video instead. I think it will be better for you to find it on my page. So we're going to cure them. At at least for a minute and some good seconds. So this is the mat that I use, the Ronick gel. This is the best brand that I've so far used because it's the only one you can find in our market here. So I'm going to use this top coat. I want to mat all of them. A tip that I can share for you when it comes to working out with mat, make sure your mat is well sprayed out. Because that's the best way you can get a good mat design. Make sure it's well spread out, not to have lines, active lines. I call them active lines. And then don't cure it immediately. First leave it on so that it can spread through the whole nail smoothly. Not your girl, Ashley, has said I can see some talent right here. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Welcome to the live. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate this. I appreciate you so much. So as you can see, all the 5 nails already were lined up. So we're going to cure them for 2 minutes for it to dry well. Oh, good. I don't know why my the surface is not a bit flat down. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, I really feel they look great too. I don't have an online store. I just have a physical store in my home country. Though that is something I've been planning to work on. It's just that I have been putting more research into it. I've been wanting to know how the online system really works, like for me to be able to ship out. Because within my country, I sell. I'm in Uganda. I am not somewhere outside Africa. So I don't know about the market that's outside yet. It's something I've been trying to search more about. But I think next year, by next year, I would have started to sell out. It's just that I am not so well conversant with the outside market yet. So this is the whole set. My lighting is not that good. I'm going to post pictures of it. Even here on my YouTube posts, you can see all the nails, all of them. They're here. So let's try to see them with the designs we had initially made for each. So as you can see, number six, the way we wanted it, it has come out. Then the number four, this is not number four, number four, number two is the one which you're doing here. I've arranged them according to their sizes though, but here is number four. Number four, we made a change for it. We have made a change for it. Let me do them one by one because I'm unable to hold while holding the sticky note. That's gorgeous. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So this is number six, as you can see with the designed outlook, which we had planned. We've come out with it the way it had to be. Then number four is here. We've also come out with it the way we had wanted it. Number two It had to be the nude and two pumpkins. As you can see, they're also all here. Then there is three. Number three, we made a change in it because it was kind of way too close to number one. We wanted it to look a bit different. That change was made during the live. It's here. So I decided to put an orange on it instead of red. So it's kind of a bit different. Then this is the final number one, which is your size one, which is here. So I'm going to post a better pic for it. And tomorrow, as I had said earlier on, if my lectures end a bit earlier, I'm going to come and go live. There is that design Soph had requested. We're going to go through it, and I hope to bring out the best outlook. Thank you, everyone who has tuned up on this live today. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to take better pictures and post them, both even here on YouTube and on my Instagram. The set is perfect for live. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate that. So I would like to take this opportunity to end the live, but see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow in the evening. It's going to be at 5 p.m. That's my Ugandan time. I don't know the time each of you will be watching that, but in case I am able to come out with a live and when it finds most of you are still asleep in your various countries, I'm going to make sure I post it as usual. I never miss that. If you ever have an online store, will be your first customer. Oh, thank you so much. In case I start my online store, I'm going to make sure I share it with my YouTube subs first. That's the first I can do. Hello, Gabby. How are you? Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of your support. So have a great day. I'm ending the live. So tomorrow we're going to see at 5 p.m. with Ugandan time. That's 5 p.m. I think 11 p.m. 5 p.m. is going to be like is it like 4 a.m. for most people, but it's a Monday. That's so unfortunate. But I'm going to post the live for everyone to be able to watch later on, okay? So have a great day. Bye.